Well, here we are back out here on the Linderosa, living off the grid. Last couple of days I've been working. I've got a 2006 Dodge Ram 5.9 diesel, and earlier in the spring it flooded down through there, worse than I ever saw it. The water come up, a wall of water come up. I had a truckload of red oak firewood, and it come up and hit that truck and picked it up and turned it sideways. So luckily the passenger window, I think the good Lord helped me out on that one. It come down about halfway and I squeezed out of there like a grape. But anyway, it took like 3 or 4 days for the water to get down, and Linda and I went down there on the side by side and found the truck. It was washed down the road some. It had been completely underwater. And my neighbor down the road, old Shannon, we went down there and he came up with his tractor and we pulled it out of the road off to the side. And then he stole the firewood out of the back of it. But anyway, Scott and I, we took my tractor and hooked to it and pulled it up here, cleaned it all out, dried it all out, and drop all the oil and everything out of it, and spun it over by hand, make sure everything was okay. But I thought maybe the ECM was out bad, because I could crank it over. If I jump the wire that goes into the firewall, the ignition wire, it'll spin over, but nothing is telling the injectors to pump oil or fuel in. So I don't know. Anybody out there that has any ideas, shoot us a text. Let me know. I'm struggling on that 5.9 Cummings. I've changed a fuse box and the ECM, but I'm not getting any power to the ignition. I've heard and I've been kind of looking online, that there's a smaller computer behind the dash. So maybe that's it. But anyway, I was hoping to get her running before firewood season. I've got a lot of logs down there, what old Ray Bob and I call Timber Road. We got to pull them out and fill the carport up for winter. I was hoping to get the wood stove. It's a big boiler wood stove. I could probably almost fit in a firebox on that thing. It's big. But I was hoping to move it outside. I have it in the garage because I thought it would be easier in there, not dealing with the weather. But man, it makes everything dirty. Everything in the garage gets so much dust and soot on it. So I'm gonna move it out, because I have to go out on the carpet and get the wood anyway. So I may as well just flip the door open and do it out there and save the mess inside. I've got a smaller regular wood stove that I thought about putting in the garage, or I bought it to put it inside the cabin in case all my backups didn't work and we needed heat. It's kind of weighs on your mind if you're up here so far from everywhere. And my solar went down, my backup generator went down, my backup generator, and everything went down with no heat. I mean, it'd be hard to do if it's real cold outside. I kind of thought about putting that wood stove inside, but once the wife saw what kind of a mess a wood stove makes, she don't want it in there. So I don't know. But anyway, back to the old 5.9. A lot of it's changed since I went to agricultural mechanics. There's so much electrical, and that's my weak point. But we're up here on the porch looking out over the view, and all the leaves, well, not all of them, but some of the leaves are starting to turn. So the winter's coming up on us, if we like it or not. She's got a banana tree over there. I'll show you. So you can see it's bigger than I am. Big old stuff. I don't know how we're going to get that in the house for the winter. Then she has some dragon fruit growing, so we'll have to get that in. Then I've got a little pineapple one started, and there's her citrus. So yeah, we're growing stuff that shouldn't be growed up in this area. These big vines here, there's one here, one there, and one down there. They're passion fruit. They just about took over. I thought I was going to have to get the weed eater out to cut me a view, but They're kind of, once they get up in the shade, then that branch or that vine will quit growing. So we'll have to trim them back and get them in the house. I don't know how we get in the house with all this stuff in there for the winter. But winter's only about 3-4 months. It starts, fourth month it starts breaking up, and I'm hoping we don't have a bad one this year. It's crazy world out there, the way things are going. Makes man wonder. We just got to walk by faith, people. Keep our faith up. So that's all we're into this evening. Sorry about, I was going to do a couple videos, but I got wrapped in that truck and kind of forgot. I was hoping to get some of these windows painted, the trim painted, and seal the cabin before winter. Put some caulking and seal it, and maybe get it stained next spring or something. This spring it rained right up until it got so hot out, so we never got to it. It's too hot. And you know, we work in Lexington, so we got about an hour and a half commute, so it kind of cuts down on a lot of our time. But we got rid of the hogs. We got like 2 freezers full of meat, so we got them butchered. One was $750 and one was $650, and one dressed out at $5 and one dressed out at $400. So there's about 400 or so pounds of meat in there. The guys down in Williamsburg did a really, really good job on grinding it up and cutting it up and freezing it for us. Super, super nice guys. I guess they've been down there like 50 years or so. So they did get a good job. So our Jack Russell, that little scamp, sucker, got into the chickens again. So we're gonna take him back over at my sister's. He's got us from 35 down to 4 hens. So we have to get rid of him because we've got 35 new Rhode Island red babies in the garage started. So it's hurting our egg production. But as of now, everything's good for the winter. The solar, everything's lined out. We had a little problem with the install there. They forgot to turn it over to propane. It was on natural gas, and it was kind of choking it out last year. Last year I think they got it lined out. We never really had to use it much unless we get enough snow on the panels where it's not doing anything. It'll last probably about 4 days. Depends on what all we got going on there. I don't know how we had to add a second freezer to accommodate for all that pork, so I don't know how it's going to act with 2 freezers on it. But there's no humidity now, so we took the humidifier off of it. We got a dehumidifier down in the basement to keep it dry down there. We'll see how it goes. We'll get into something, I'm sure, here the next day or two. Check back with you all live up here on the Linda living off the grid. Just anybody that has any idea what to check next on that 5.9 Cummings, shoot us a text or something. We'll investigate. Like I said, I've changed the fuse box, put a new fuse box on it, and the ECM. I'm wondering if the switch in the transmission, because it always kind of acted funny before, I'm wondering if it may be stuck and it won't do anything. But there's no dash lights coming on, so that's what's got me, stupid Nat. That's got me worried about that. There's no dash lights on. So I don't know if it's a key fob. It got wet. It's dried out, and I changed the battery, but I don't know. I may have to do that. I did swap the ECM out, so I'm going to take the one that goes to the truck to work tomorrow and see if they'll test it and make sure if that's okay. Then I'll put that one back on and go from there, I guess. I hate to, if I had my shoes on, I'd walk out there and show you. But I hate to give up on it. I mean, it's my work truck. Before the flood got it, it was a fine truck. Well, God bless y'all. Stay safe. Keep your faith, like I said, and we'll check back with you in a day or two. Have a good evening.